Salute. How y'all doing? My name is DerrickCWilliams. Shout out and respect due to my newest subscribers, Lifestyle with Edna and Miss Janice Anderson. We're going to talk sex in this video right here. On Friday, I was conversing with Massachusetts bred Meagyyn Rose, and I brought up the term that I thought was prevalent, the term switch hitter, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. The title of this presentation will be called "I Knew I Was Gay," the switch hitter, and I'm just one man. In the comment section on YouTube. In 2005, Oprah Winfrey conducted an interview with an author by the name of J.L. King. He wrote a book. And the title of that book was called On the Down Low, A Journey into the Lives of Straight Black Men Who Sleep with Men. I read it back in 2005, and I have since lost that book. I forgot what I did with it. But anyway, I'll give you a synopsis of that book. A bold expose of the controversial secret that has potentially dire consequences in many African American communities. Now, when I first heard the term down low, that was something that basically you cheating on your mate and stuff like that, and it was more or less of a straight sex thing. But a few years after that, it got co-opted to mean that it was a man who slept with both men and women. All right. I look at that as some type of conflict myself, and a lot of men seem to have this conflict inside them. Well, we're going to fast forward to this past Friday, and I was talking with Meagyyn Rose, and she confirmed that she's bisexual. I didn't know that, and she even said that she had a video to tell you about her first time, and I'm going to put that video in the description box. I've already gotten authorization to do so. But at any rate, I said, well, oh, Meagyyn, you just a switch hitter. And she didn't know what that meant. And once I schooled her on it, she said, oh, okay. Well, apparently, when I actually was talking with her, it was just amazing at how people didn't know this phrase. And myself, being a heterosexual man, I have always just scratched my head at like, well, how do you what's the attraction? Buju Banton back in the 90s said, and he was wrong, that he thought that all homosexuals should be put up on a cross and crucified. And he was immediately deported from the country. They put him out, canceled the shows, all this type of stuff. America wasn't ready for that back then, And they really ain't ready for no talk like that now. But the fact is, you have people that want homosexuals out of here. That's not me. But I will say I do definitely have a problem with seasoning. And seasoning in this instance here, I just have a problem. I just have a problem with seeing homosexuals kiss on TV and all this other type stuff. That's just not my thing. And I think a lot of straight people, if you ask them, if you were to get them alone, they would just flat out tell you that's something they don't bang with. But back to Ms. Rose, her and a few other content creators on YouTube, I bang with, and I know that they are homosexual. But I just have always been just intrigued on what's the allure. So instead of just being ignorant about it, I always thought, go do research. And I'm going to show you some of my resources here. This book is entitled What the Bible Really Says About Homosexuality. A very interesting read. And it just goes to show folks pick out bits and pieces of that book when they want to try to make a point. Not good. And from a biological standpoint, this book is simply named Homosexuality, and it posits or it asserts that the hypothalamus that's located in the brain, not only does it control body temperature and a myriad of other functions, it also controls sexual orientation or the desire for a said sex. And so science is still out on that. I don't know. But what I do know is that I've always had it's just funny to me, as a straight man. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. And the way Meagyyn Rose said in her video is that, and that's the reason why I titled the video as such. She said, I knew I was gay. And that's just funny. But at any rate, I would just say that as a straight man, in a funny, arrogant kind of way, I feel slighted, because what is it that we aren't doing that are satisfying these women, if you understand what I mean? I know I'm rambling, I know that, but it's just, like I said, I take offense to it, because I often hear gay women say that other women touch them in ways that men don't know how or where, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have a woman in front of me, and she has a vagina and breast and a back and a backside and legs and ears and necks, and the same things a gay woman is seeing, I'm seeing as a straight man. What did I miss is what I'm saying. I perhaps someone who is a lesbian or a switch hitter, as Meagyyn Rose is, can actually educate me by way of video or put it in the comment section what it is that you all are locating that straight men aren't. Because I should tell you, for full disclosure, I am a hopeless romantic, and ain't nothing like the midnight hour with no female, and I would like to think I'm a great explorer. You feel me? So I don't know. I'm just at a loss. And the way Miss Rose was explaining that how they get down is that they really get connected with the other partner. And I thought that that's what I was doing all these years. I'm still learning as I go. I'm a young dude. I'm still learning as I go. But so I guess I'm coming at this from a angle of arrogance. Like, what are lesbian women doing to women that straight men aren't? I'm all about trying to make a woman lock up. I ain't, that's just what I'm on. There's nothing like seeing a woman just lock up when she reaches climax. That's just how I play. So if one of you ladies or men, if you're a switch hit, I don't know, perhaps y'all can do a video and you can educate me on what that is. But my last bit of news is with regards to Kobe Bryant, and it's very distasteful in my opinion. I will read it and I'll let y'all judge. And here's the title. Willie D wishes Charles Barkley would have died instead of Kobe Bryant. Willie D wishes Charles Barkley would have died instead of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant passed away tragically in a helicopter crash on Sunday, January 26th, alongside his 13-year-old daughter, Gianni, and 7 other people. Willie D is one of thousands of fans who are mourning their deaths. But on Monday, the Ghetto Boys MC ignited controversy when he suggested Bryant's fellow NBA superstar Charles Barkley should have perished instead. It's okay to question God, he said on Instagram Live. In wake of the late, great Kobe Bryant dying tragically, suddenly, young, a lot of people are in pain all over the world. Some are saying that it feels like a loss of a family member. Personally, I wouldn't go that far. I never walked a day with Kobe, and I don't suspect most of his fans did either. It's okay to question God. And I also agree that Kobe was a good dude. So much so that some people are questioning God. I got a question for God too. Why Kobe? How come you didn't take Charles Barkley? No more talk. And from what I've been reading and following, apparently he has caught heat from a whole bunch of different angles for what he said. In my opinion, I thought that was very distasteful. He has a song, Willie D does, called Coon, where he is actually calling Barkley out for not being black enough and things of this nature. I haven't heard the song, but I know of it. And Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith, they've been labeled coons throughout the years, especially since they've left. Barkley has left the court and got on TNT, and Stephen A. Smith, who used to write for the Philadelphia Inquirer and covered Allen Iverson for most of his career here, once he got on ESPN, people started throwing that out about Stephen A. Smith. So I thought it was very distasteful. You can leave your comments down below. And again, back to Meagyyn Rose, shout out to my peoples. I'm just wondering the allure, again, just call me being arrogant. So all y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die.